And we're live. Lotus Squad, welcome back to Lotus Tarot TV 444. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the squad. So today, I feel like the energy that we're feeling right now is clarity. And I'm going to play a song while we give everybody some time to get up in here. And the song is called Clarity. All the links that you need are going to be in the chat box as well as in the description box below as a side note. And be sure to hit that like button and please share if you feel like these messages could be helpful to someone that you know. But for now, thank you. I appreciate that, Cynthia. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. And hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're finding newfound clarity. And now we can heal peacefully. Everybody put a smile on your face. Because we going to win that fucking race. Put them in their place. Huh? Okay. Okay. Wow. Really, y'all? We need to talk. We need to talk big time. What's up, y'all? Thank you so much, Renee. Hey, girl. Okay, you guys. Nah, we're going to save that for next time. But today we are reaching newfound clarity. And I feel really good right now. I hope you guys, like I said before, I hope you guys are doing well. Everybody let me know in the chat. Leave a like if you're feeling good. Leave a like if you're ready for these messages. Leave a like if you have found newfound clarity. I feel it. I feel it. Let it wash over you. Because today is also numerically the number 2. You calculate all the numbers a part of the day down to the smallest sum. And today is another number 2 day. Decisions, decisions. And today marks the perfect time to finalize these decisions of what you're going to do, who you're going to do it with. Light workers, it's time for you to acknowledge your mission. A lot of you are developing a lot of psychic abilities right now, especially. And it may seem scary. It may seem confusing a little bit, especially if you're an empath and you're healing from, narcissistic abuse. You're healing from any other traumas that you may have experienced throughout your life. And while we're healing, there's still this energy here. A lot of us are thinking about our childhood right now. We're thinking about people from our past. We're being contacted by people from our past. And the challenge here is to go it alone. Start planning better for what you want out of your future. Start taking yourself seriously, because I want to share a mini story time so we can put this energy into perspective a little bit. During this Mercury retrograde, we talk a lot about how exes and people from the past in general come back. We talk about the complications that come from the retrograde itself. And especially when it comes to this energy, the 6 of Cups. It's like we're reminiscing everything that we have gone through up until this point. And there could be some things concerning the home or concerning finances where you may have tried to work with people around you. You may have tried to, make a collaborative effort. But it seems that multiple people, especially within the family and even in the workplace for some of you, there was a lack of coming together, a lack of camaraderie, a lack of, working towards the same goal. Everybody had their own end goal in mind and completely omitting outside perceptions or outside input as a whole. A lot of us are working through, for those of you guys that may have dealt with bullying or may have dealt with anything, especially going back to your younger years, we're realizing that now we're able to stand up to the proverbial bully, whether it's within the home, workplace, within school for some of you. And these memories that we may be having, or, you know, maybe other people are talking about how we may have been on their minds, things like that. This energy is meant to allow us to completely purge everything that's no longer necessary. Purging people that don't know what they have until it's gone, until it's too late. A lot of us are awakening to our participation in some of the relationships that we may have already walked away from, right? We're seeing our role that we played, considering the power that we gave away to allow people to be able to, you know, betray us or hurt us in some way, or, you know, put us in a vulnerable position or a compromising position. And now we're starting to come into our own 100%, realizing that self-love, we've been talking about self-love a lot lately, which I think is a very good thing to be reminded of, but also a very good thing to indulge in at this time, because this is what will replenish us. We realize that we don't necessarily need outside input or outside help, really. But the only thing that we're lacking when it comes to what we want to do to move forward is having a concrete plan, or a backup plan even. Maybe some of us are having to change plans at the last minute, or having unexpected plans come about, last minute plans. And I feel like a lot of us are making decisions as well when it comes to that. We're making more decisions that focus around our needs, and that focus, or, you know, it's focused on what will fulfill us in the long run, right? So we're not really concerned with, you know, meaningless distractions, fruitless encounters with other people. And we're definitely focused on giving ourselves the love that we may have been giving to, you know, other people all of our lives. Right now, we're giving that same love and attention, care, and nurturing to ourselves here. And we may have had a lot of choices. Some of us may have had a lot of romantic interests come up. We're going out, meeting new people, especially. And then while we're meeting new people, then we come across old people coming back, and it's a mixed bag here. And I feel like right now we're deciding to date ourselves. Right. We've already, you know, there are definitely a few of us out there that are dealing with breakups right now. Marriages are finally deciding to, you know, move on with our lives, not ruminate over these things anymore. Especially to those that were, you know, triangulated, things like that. We're realizing that all the lessons that we've learned from the losses, and the things that we've tried to escape over the years or in the past, we're now able to move forward and to step back out into the world. You know, some of us are finally feeling ready after healing some childhood wounds, especially. Some of us are really starting to feel a lot more prepared and ready to step back out in the dating field, step back out with meeting new friends, and just getting out of the house and getting out of your mind as a whole. Especially, I feel like we're making a lot of positive changes. We're working on our attitude and trying to focus on, you know, what would benefit us in the long run. We're no longer indulging in this kind of energy where we're trying to escape what we're feeling. We're purging insecurities. Things that have been sent our way, they will be returned, because return negative energy back to sender 100-fold. Now we're no longer feeling like we need to isolate ourselves. We're becoming more armed with the wisdom necessary to overcome anybody that tries to sabotage our efforts in some way. And we are even working on self-sabotage and rectifying whatever issues or insecurities that's associated with us self-sabotaging. All of these things are starting to be healed, and we're no longer bound. So now we'll start to see that within this newfound sense of clarity, we find our freedom. Some of us may have been dealing with a lot of indecision as well in the past. Maybe some of us may have been dealing with, for those that may have had substance abuse issues, drinking, things like that. I feel like now we're healing from all of this, not feeling the need to go back to certain patterns, self-destructive patterns, not dealing with other people that are self-destructive. And, there are a lot of offers, especially, that we've turned down as well, because it's just, it's a vibe thing. Bottom line. I feel like there's a lot of lustful behavior, but no love, no strings attached, and I see that more and more people are like this, especially to those of us, stepping back out into the dating realm. So it's all about getting out of the head, getting out of the mind, and getting back into the body, seeing how we feel around certain people, allowing that to be our inner compass. I see someone here, King of Pentacles reversed. This dude's been coming out a lot lately. Okay. If you guys missed the past collectives, maybe there's something in there for you. You guys should go check that out, because whoever this is, it's definitely done. And this time it's not us getting discarded or anything like that, especially with workplace as well. If we know that we're not being valued, paid for our skills properly, we step outside of all of that as well. When we see that people are trying to work against us, we realize our worth, especially with this newfound sense of clarity. And we're not going to put up with people that have abused us in the past, and we're not letting them back in to be able to do it again. A lot of us are making decisions that we may not have made a year ago. We're deciding, you know what, I've been choosing everybody else all these years, and look at, where I'm at now, look at how I'm feeling. I'm feeling broken, busted, and disgusted. And now I'm feeling myself. Now I see what I bring to the table, and all of this extra stuff where people are trying to manipulate situations and control how we feel, or control how we spend our money, or control what it is that we do, and control who we do it with, and all these different things, or to try and control our perceptions and to control every little thing about us and trying to change us. We're not dealing with that anymore, especially fatherly figures as well. I see that a lot, especially going back to that whole, thinking about the childhood. Some of us are standing up to our father. And I feel like it will end up being mothers and fathers that we have a bone to pick with. And we're not doing it in a disrespectful way. But we know, in order to maintain our sanity, everybody that doesn't fulfill us or, positively influence our lives, we realize that it's a waste, especially to those that just, spend a lot of money, maybe going out a lot, or maybe having to foot the bill for other people and all these different things. And when you need money and help and things like that, it's not there. Now we're no longer putting ourselves in that position. Now we're realizing, look, I need these resources. I'm sorry, I'd love to help you, but I got to take care of my family. We're no longer those little kids, especially to those of us that have had children and dealt with, childhood trauma. And we're finally healing and standing up and speaking out against that. I also see that there is someone here, and he's been coming out a lot lately too. So, ladies and gents, there's definitely somebody here that's serious about wanting to establish an emotional connection. You can tell that they actually want to get to know you. They ask a lot of questions. They seem to be very involved, invested, and interested in who we are as a person, and not necessarily what we do, what we have, and all of that extra stuff that doesn't matter at the end of the day. This person really wants to establish something here. And it could be a water sign specifically for some of you guys. And you guys definitely could be getting rid of an earth sign that's just, they really like to abuse their position in life, or, maybe they use money to try and sway, your decision, or to try and keep you around. So they'll spend a lot of money, but then they make that as an opportunity to be abusive. We've gotten rid of that. And now I see love coming in. And I also see that some of us may have had reckless spending habits that we're going over and trying to rectify. Some of us may be spending a lot of money on certain things concerning the home, car, health issues, things like that. But we're maintaining our emotional stability. We're maintaining our integrity. We're not really letting anyone shake us emotionally, especially with any abusers or users that we may have run into throughout the years. Now, this right here, I feel like there's definitely someone that it keeps referencing, having fears of ending up alone, and just jumping into any old situation because of that, and spending money on other people. And you know what I mean? Having that as a relationship where it's very one-sided. Be wary of that, because this is the advice. Be wary of other people that just try to prey on other people's loneliness, or we stay in certain situations too long because of loneliness or because of financial codependency as well. Maybe there's somebody that's not, they allowed somebody else to control the finances, but, because of their reckless ways, now we realize, damn, I kind of need my own to kind of cushion my fall here, but I've been blowing my resources on things I don't really need. Right? I see this energy here as the advice of being wary about that. Be careful about becoming overly invested in your work as well. I see somebody trying to abuse the ability, if it's a manager of a company, I see the abuse, they're trying to abuse the ability of being able to call in, call you at the last minute and be like, hey, come in. I also see that as well. Some of us may need to watch out for burnout, and watch out for people that just want to try and use you for money, financial gain. Because right now, by us taking this leap of faith away from everything that we've ever known, and not allowing fear to deter us of walking forward, now I feel like there's a world of possibility here, and it's just getting started. And we need to maintain this sense of, excitement about what's in store, because there's a lot of good that's coming our way as we're purging, as we're going through the purging process. Now, I especially want to say this to the empaths out there. Just be wary of certain people, family included, workplace included as well, and friends that, try to prey on your kindness or your willingness to want to help. Be wary of that as well. And that's not to make anybody paranoid. It's just something to look out for, something that I'm seeing and feeling. I also feel like right now, things are just wrapping themselves up. I'm going to cut the deck here. We're in Sacred Clown again. This is a new beginning. This is literally hitting the reset button. We're not getting involved with the BS. You know, anybody with their insecurities that they try to project upon us, or maybe they, you know, hide how they truly feel about things, and then they bottle things up for so long that they end up blowing up, or somebody that tries to use the kid to hurt the other parent, or any energy like that. I feel like we're doing away with it. We're resolving it properly. We're not oversharing our feelings here. I see, you know, some of us, again, like I said, we're identifying some insecurities within ourselves and then working on healing it rather than wallowing or allowing anyone else to use that as a weakness of ours. We're finding strengths within our insecurities at this point. Yeah, I see a lot of egotistical people coming out here as I'm laying this all out. And so here we have some Sagittarius energy. I also see Pisces and Cancer coming up, you guys. Somebody could be a Cancer moon, Pisces moon, Scorpio moon. And whoever this is, it's definitely like walking on eggshells with this person here. They start to have an ego trip. You notice power struggles, somebody that's always trying to tell other people what to do, you know, wanting to give them a voice rather than listening to someone else's voice for once. You know, I see a lot of that. Needing to be the smartest or the best or the greatest in the room all the time, or somebody here that is not goal oriented at all. They don't have any long-term aspirations. They're emotionally imbalanced. So they'll lose their temper at something minute. Definitely somebody that overindulges in general. So maybe this is somebody with, you know, a binge eating disorder, binge drinking, binge drug use. I mean, even their egoistic traits are excessive. They want it all. And I see that a lot of us are really hoping to get away from it all, just to put it simply. But there's definitely some fear of being alone for somebody out there that needs to hear that. Not everyone, but there's somebody that needs to hear that you've got to release that fear. You've got to look forward and understand that there's a lot more where that came from, right? Meaning that what somebody else won't do, somebody will. But if we're looking at the person that won't do and we're trying to get them to do, we're missing out on all of the different possibilities with someone who will do these things for us, who will love us, who will reciprocate, who is not, you know, manipulative in any way or deceptive. You know, a lot of us may have really just come to terms with the fact that certain people won't change within the family. There are some things that just needs to be left alone. Because at the end of the day, everybody that doesn't fulfill us emotionally we realize that in the end, it hurts more to hold on than it is to let go. And we're finally reaching that stage here. There's a lot happening subconsciously. Any triggers, any parts of the shadow that may come out, or any reactions to certain people, certain things, certain places, it's all subconscious. And we need to pay attention to that, especially when it comes to dreams. If we're waking up at certain times, it's best to look into these things, what it could mean. The universe is always speaking to us. And right now, while we're hitting the reset button, there's a lot of people that continue to live life reckless. We're not dealing with it anymore. So if they're going to end up blowing up, we're going to let them blow up on anybody else that wants to deal with their drama. But now we're focused on creativity. We're beautifying our home. We're starting to dress up again, put makeup on again, get fancy, feel good about ourselves, feel confident again. We're done dealing with people that have no impulse control, people that live, they're just going in circles. We know that all we're going to do is get caught up in it, and somebody's going to end up getting hurt. So we've decided to hit that reset button, blow it up, burn those bridges. And now here we are. We're able to lead the pack. We find other people of like minds. We're finding kindred spirits. We may even come across other light workers, and you're able to create a network or a community or be a part of the community, Lotus Squad, where you're able to find people that are aligned with where you are in life, where you're headed in life. There seems to be a lot of people that want to know what we're doing. They want our information. They want to try and be wary of anybody that'll call you, any scammers. Be wary of scammers. Be wary of con artists on social media, meeting up with people. Always have a backup plan and in place. Have somebody go with you, whatever. Or if you notice the red flags, then just block it. But this here, somebody's trying to get somebody's information or to try and again, wreak havoc or cause harm in some way. But they're going to get shot down. So I feel like anybody in the evening, I keep saying this. So guys, definitely go check out those prior collective readings as well, because I've been mentioning a lot lately that we need to just pay attention or be armed when we're going out, especially at night. Anybody popping up at your door at night that you don't know, don't deal with it. Show me this moon reversed. There's definitely a lot going on intuitively, and it's draining for some of us. So we're getting repetitive downloads, especially to the light workers, but it could include everybody, right? Like we're getting a lot of downloads at night. That's probably why we keep waking up at 3, 4, or staying up until that time or whatever, and we need some rest and some time to completely release our fears about the future. I do see that we will work through it. I see a lot of 9s, but I also see this 10 here. So we're almost done. But don't let anyone try to take you off of your path, because I feel like somebody will try to, just because they want it to be over when they say it's over. The moon reversed. We love you too, y'all. Hey, everybody. Look, I'm into this reading today. I'm not even looking at the chat. This justice reversed. Oh, yeah. Somebody's doing something illegal. They're trying to sneak up, you know. Somebody needs to watch their credit cards, pay attention to everything that's on you. Don't leave your stuff in the car where they can see it. Stuff like that. Because this right here, there's a lot going on that we're not seeing right now, but we're picking up on it. Anybody that has been unfair towards us, or anyone that has committed injustices against us, they're going to lose. Some of us are literally reprogramming our subconscious mind, trying to say positive affirmations. Getting up, getting their sexy on. Right? Like, there's a lot happening positively for us. Somebody's dealing with a Gemini too. And this person, I don't know, they just seem really self-involved. They've got a lot going on in the background, you know. They're not really serious. There could have been a loss in the family here that somebody's having a hard time over. They've withdrawn because of that. Maybe someone's doing a lot of crying. We're definitely working through abandonment issues. You know, we're recovering. We're not just recovering financially, we're recovering spiritually here, especially, you know. We talked about that hot and cold energy in the last collective, right? We're not sticking around to play with fire and end up getting burned, or to deal, you know, to end up frozen in place, dealing with people that are cold as ice. And there's somebody here that's only black and white in their thinking. And they think that everything is a slight. So that's why they go around trying to, you know, always exert their dominance, or, you know, their perceived dominance over other people. We're recovering from all of that. Somebody is really confused, though, that we're not putting up with what we used to put up with. Family members may be looking confused because their old tactics are not working the way that they used to. There's definitely a lot of people that have given up on life, and we realize that we can't hang around that. We can't have that around us if we expect to go anywhere in life. We're done dealing with the conflict. Somebody's really sad about us changing our minds. Some of us may have tried it one last time, give it one last good go. But then we realize that it's never going to change. We see the same patterns, and we're not falling for the same BS. We're focused on, getting our money up. Some of us are ready to move away completely and start over. I feel like an earth sign is really sad and confused because we've decided not to deal with the conflict anymore, and we're no longer responding to anything else that's been said. Matter of fact, they've been blocked. We've closed the door. Some of us that may have been dealing with any issues concerning money coming out of our account, for those dealing with people, again, doing illegal stuff, hacking your information, credit card fraud, things of that nature, all of that will be rectified. We'll regain our stability here, especially to those of us that may be looking for work, finding a new job, finding something even better than what we may have lost in the past. We just have to watch what we spend it on, because somebody's going to, especially people in the family, they're going to try to either use, something that plays on your emotions to try to get money out of you. And then, they're back with the same old bullshit after they get what they want, or other people that may be doing things like this or have done that in the past. And now we're shutting the door here and realizing that, I'm going to splurge on myself when I want to splurge. But if I need to maintain my stability financially, I know that I've got to budget better. I know that I've got to cut, out people that just want rides without paying gas money, or that just wants a free ride. We're closing a door with that. We're closing the door on people in general that just want to take, period. And maybe in the past, we may have allowed it. And people are really tripping out. Hell, some of us may be just shocked in a good way at ourselves, because we're really growing. We see the growth. We prefer to be outside of our comfort zone rather than doing the same old shit with the same old people, getting the same old stale ass, dusty, crusty, and a little musty ass results. Four of chalices reversed. So I already said that somebody was blocked. Somebody was trying to come through. We're listening to what we're receiving psychically, all of the downloads that I had mentioned before, and we're just blocking people that maybe we haven't even talked to in a while, or maybe we notice that, again, they're on our social media watching what we're doing, but they don't want to support you. They don't want to like your stuff. They like everybody else's stuff. They share, you notice that you're trying to grind and do your own thing, and, you're doing well for yourself, and they're just hating. Now they're still trying to stop. And it could be an air sign that's doing all that as well. There seems to be a lot of people that broke a lot of promises in the past. They just talked a lot. They talked a good game. They talked everything up, but their own insecurities got in the way of being able to establish something healthy and long lasting. We let this shit go. We decided to release ourselves from the storm. And regardless of whether we were in the storm and now out of the storm, we're still coming out of the eye of the storm. So we were protected from the beginning. We know when it's time to exit stage left, or to let somebody else go out the door. We definitely turned it down. We're disinterested. We're bored with people that just want to keep us down, or that just want to be a victim. We're done. We're done dealing with the silent competition that certain people in our past tried to drag us through. We're done. A lot of overly opinionated people where they don't even know all of the facts. out here doing the most is for no reason. We're done. They're blocked. I had already said that before these cards came out, girl. I can just feel it. Clarity. Newfound clarity, period. Any plans to, you know, if somebody was trying to come through and see us, or if, you know, we were planning to go see someone else or to go out or whatever, we're going to cancel these plans here because you know what? All these haters sipping haterade, we don't have time for it. We definitely changed our minds. I see a lot of 8s coming out. So far, we have 3 8s. You guys are definitely seeing 888 or 88. Queen of Swords. We cut the cords. We've been through too much to put ourselves back through it again. We've seen too much, been there and done that too much to continue to allow ourselves to fall for the same bullshit. We've stayed silent about the injustices for way too long. And now we're done staying silent. Now we're done playing nice because they will continue to play dirty. So we're going to give them a taste of their medicine 100-fold though. And then we're going to cut the cords. No more talking. No more broken promises. No more settling for less. And no more being silenced when people try to intimidate us. We're doing more research. We're definitely getting a lot of psychic insight. We know we can do bad by ourselves. Keep going. We're taking responsibility. We're getting everything organized. We're finding order through chaos by continuing to put one foot in front of the other and to keep walking forward, never looking back. And in order to reach this consistent pace, we've already taken that first step into the unknown. We've already chosen ourselves once and for all. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. 6 of Chalices. Y'all remember that song? Look, I hear it all in my head and shit. We're not gonna take it. All right. So we have the 3 of Cups. So I do feel like, again, going back to finding other people of like minds, right? Finding kindred spirits. We're going to be able to go out, you know, and have a good time. There's going to be a lot that we'll be accomplishing creatively if we're writing a book, if we're, you know, starting up some sort of business online or some sort of entrepreneurship or something that has to do with your art as a whole. We're able to go out and find other people that we can work with, finding new friends, fruitful relationships where everyone involved is coming with a full cup. We're not dealing with anybody that's coming with empty cups looking for a handout. We do not provide our services for dusties crusties and a little musties. And this is where the happiness comes in. Some of us are thinking about the happy memories and not letting the painful ones define who we are or to drag us down and hold us back. We're free. We're celebrating successes. Things are in the beginning stages of manifesting. All of the blessings that may have felt blocked, we're free from it all, especially with that Eight of Swords reversed, especially to anybody that's been dealing with, I've been mentioning throughout the last couple of collectives about people doing dark works against us, especially if anybody's been feeling like they've been bound, like they're not able to find work. They're not able to find, they're not able to break free of these restraints that surround their lives or staying in their head, what have you, dealing with jail or dealing with, legal issues or what have you. We're released from that. Return negative energy back to sender 100-fold. Now, Renee, if you're still in here, sweetie, I just want to say, because it was going to be a lot to type, I just want you to know, sweetie, I do make spiritual bath kits. If you're interested in using that, which would be helpful with what you're going through, as well as these types of energies that we've been talking about to everyone as well. Anybody dealing with dark works like that, spiritual baths are the way to go. And I also feel like focusing on solutions, not problems, not fixating on the problems, not fixating on what may not be coming to fruition, researching, learning more about, freeing yourself, protecting yourself, things like that, that will arm you with what you need to get through and to overcome what it is that you're dealing with spiritually. Now, this Five of Cups reverse says it all. So that matches the energy of finding clarity. We've reached acceptance with a lot of different things that we may have regret in the past. So if we had deep regrets that may have held us back in life, that may have held us back in romantic relationships or friendships or whatever the case may be, whatever was causing us to self-sabotage or to try to medicate what's really going on deep inside, we are now reaching forgiveness, and we're also reaching acceptance where we can finally free ourselves once and for all from these regrets. The baggage is now being released once and for all. Especially by us choosing ourselves, that is what will propel us forward into a world of blessings and good fortune. Now, all of the conflict that we've come out of and cut off, all of the people that we've decided to walk away from, especially to light workers and to the majority of you out there, a lot of us are realizing that going it alone would be in our best interest. Show me the Three of Pentacles reversed. Especially to the light workers that are dealing with healing generational curses and trauma that's been passed down through the generations, realize that the ancestors, when they came through to me when I was having that panic attack the other day, and I went live on here, the message for the light workers especially is the reason why you went through everything you went through was because it was a generational contract or karmic contract that has been passed down. And we are the black sheep because we have the responsibility to heal our bloodline. And in order to heal our bloodline, in order to heal others, we must heal ourselves. It's time to step into that role and be fulfilled by living in your purpose. Going within for the answers that you seek, researching for the answers that you seek, reaching out to like minds and sharing information. But be careful who you share your information to, especially light workers. Just know that our ancestors are definitely in our corner at all times. It's up to us to always reach out, especially if we need assistance spiritually. Archangel Michael is who I swear by. You can learn about the other archangels to understand how they work as well. But whatever works for you is what needs to be worked on and focused on, especially if you're feeling attacked. Getting psychic attack, dealing with, spell work, things like that. That is the key. And your belief in your own demise through somebody else's energetic projections, your belief in it is what makes it grow. So it's all about feeding your focus, right? And we're focusing, again, on the self. We're not letting anyone from the past walk in and out and, like a revolving door. They just, want to come around when it's convenient for them. We're not dealing with it anymore. Any new people, especially, we now have been armed with the wisdom necessary to know and recognize cluster B personality disordered people. That's why we had to go through what we went through. We are not victims. We are survivors. Our mission requires pain, suffering, and pain and suffering. No pain, no gain. That's what helps us have strength. And we're tapping into that strength now. 3 of Pentacles reversed. All right. Here we go, y'all. So we have the Prince of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. So some of us are feeling stagnant within work, situations, living situations. Some of us are feeling stuck in a rut when it comes to certain relationships in general. Definitely an earth sign I'm noticing too, specifically. Some of us could definitely be dealing with family, work, and earth sign people that just don't want to grow. Some of us are resting on our laurels. We've got to get up and do something rather than thinking so much. And once we free ourselves, which we are, we'll realize what we need to put more effort into in order to maintain this financial stability and security here, to establish a firmer foundation, things like that. We're closing the door once and for all to anybody that left us out in the cold in the past, anybody that ghosted us that's trying to come back, anybody that really did us dirty for real time and time again just to come back. We're closing the door to all of that. There seems to be a lot of lazy people. They don't want to change. Somebody gave up on life, for sure. I see that already. They have no faith in themselves. They have no faith in anything. And we definitely know that we have to get away from that kind of energy, period. King of Cups. Whoa. Okay. Well, so we have the Ace of Swords reversed. There are a lot of people confused as to why we're not communicating anymore. So they're probably sending you a lot of messages to those of you that have blocked people, which I already said that we blocked people in the past already, right? We already said that in the beginning, right? This says it all as well. It's just going ahead and confirming that people are going to be confused about it. There may be some people too that have been speaking in half-truths and we saw through it. We don't have time. We know that everything doesn't deserve a response. We're working on our own garden. We're focused on manifestation. We're focused on healing and repairing the DNA. Some of us are realizing music can help with that, as well as words in general, language in general has the ability to heal and repair DNA. Some of us are getting ready for spring, getting ready to tend to our garden quite literally. Some of us are finding homes and working in the garden. We're building roots. We're establishing roots. We're grounded, realistic. And I feel like by the time fall gets here, because this card reminds me so much of fall with all of the different colors, I feel like abundance will have been manifested, multiplied, and enjoyed. Keep going. There seems to be a lot of stubborn people that just won't change. Through our acceptance in that, we will feel a lot lighter and realize that by setting ourselves free in that way, that's what's attracting these kindred spirits, people of like minds. There are a lot of gossipers right now. Somebody's mad that they couldn't come through or that we canceled on them with travel plans. They want to reunite, but we blocked a lot of people here. Somebody's really upset about that. But look, the Prince of Wands reverse. I mean, look, this person's all over the place. They're not consistent. They're wishy-washy. They're impatient, impulsive, you know, don't communicate properly. We decided to maintain our balance. I told you today was another number 2 day. Deciding on only entertaining people that come with a full cup, not coming with condoms and chocolates and roses and shit. We don't have time for that. Some of us are definitely going to end up finding work. There may just be some delays concerning finding a good job. Some of us may be stressing a little bit about that, but don't stress. I feel like I need to tell somebody you're not stuck. It's just things are working at their own time. Trust in the process and keep going to find more opportunities that you could, have as backup plans. And things will come to fruition at the perfect time. 8 of Swords reversed. So here we have the 7 of Chalices, see, and this has been coming out too. So again, be careful who you give your information to online, where you're filling out your information, things like that. Watch your credit cards, watch your passwords, all of that, and you'll be good. Because I definitely see con artist, scammer, fuckboy type of energy. They're scuffed as fuck. And it's time to decide not to indulge or entertain these illusions that people try to persuade you with. Somebody's definitely confused. We're free already, but somebody's confused because they're not used to us putting our foot down and being definitive about it, not being, we're not getting all over emotional. We're not, acting out of character. We're not, we're not doing the mostiest. We're just chilling, right? We're just saying things matter of factly and leaving it at that. No hard feelings, no, none of that. That's really throwing people off, especially to the entrepreneurs out there. You guys continue to keep doing what you're doing, because regardless of the delays of, reaching the end of, making that video or making that song or whatever it is that you're doing, for your business, regardless of the delays, we have to realize that just like the phases of the moon, there's an ebbing and flowing, just like the season. Focusing only on your long-term goals and focusing on this here, getting creative, getting healthy, leading the pack, we will find somebody that will match us and then some. Definitely. Somebody tried to use us to cheat with, or to use us as a side chick or side dude or whatever. And when we didn't go for it, they got sideswiped. So we have the Knave of Wands reversed. the Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Trying to be offensive is just what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing from my guides. There's somebody that likes to just sleep around. They're not responsible at all. They don't really have money or a home or anything to offer women or anybody for that matter. And they're just going around just spreading it everywhere. I also see that there seems to be a lot of childish and, people that like to, again, try to throw their opinions at you or try to appear as though they have all the facts and they really don't know shit. They're real flighty when things get real, when we confront them or when we speak our piece, then they want to run with their tail betwixt their legs. And it just seems like there's a lot of insecurities on a lot of people's parts. Maybe, we could be dealing with siblings that are like this, where they're really insecure and they're really petty and jealous. There's somebody here that's really, they're not looking for commitment at all. And that's obvious. But again, fuck boy, fuck girl type of energy that I'm seeing for sure. I feel like we're not really making an effort. They're feeling defeated because, they feel like they really suffered a loss. Like they're all about winning and losing, with this Five of Swords energy. They're petty, they say things to hurt people. Look at this. They don't care about how what they say and do, to betray people makes the other people feel. They don't care about any of that. They have no remorse. Some of us are sitting on a lot of ideas. Maybe we're having to juggle juggling the home responsibilities, taking care of the kids, trying to get our business off of the ground, maybe doing both at once, going to school, trying to figure all of this out. And we're noticing certain people with their insecurities, they don't want to make an effort, or maybe we've always felt like we had to reach this unrealistic perfectionism sort of like status with other people, or maybe other people try to exert that sort of, characteristic about themselves. I just see a lot of vengeful behavior and a lot of conflict that we've removed ourselves from. Somebody is going to definitely miss us with our absence because they could not appreciate us with our presence. Somebody's going to have to sit and face all the things that they said out of anger, out of spite, all the harm that they've caused. They're going to have to sit and think about it by themselves, thinking about how they cheated and all that stuff. Somebody knows that they messed up a long time ago. Wow. I definitely see love coming in because we already saw the King of Chalices and now the Prince of Chalices. Somebody's going to ask us out on a date, period. We're definitely getting multiple offers with that. Some of us may even get 3 offers to go out on a date, and we're just having our pick of the litter and figuring out that if we want one or none. I also see that a lot of us are taking action on our artistic expression, and that is really setting us free more and more, and allowing us to build on our confidence. I also feel like we're getting messages. Maybe we're getting mail. Somebody may be sending us flowers, or doing something really romantic. Any nice gestures or gifts that we're given, we can tell that this is somebody that really wants to make an effort. They're not going to be a jealous person. They're not going to be spiteful. We're not going to have to deal with any sort of immaturity with this type of person. This is somebody that may have kids, or somebody that, wants to start a family, that's really serious and coming in. And I think that we should take those people up on those offers, even if they don't end up turning into anything more than just, a date or two or whatever. I also feel like right now, what we've been putting time into, especially concerning our business or, anything that we're doing as a hobby to make money, things will start to develop. We just got to continue to stay on it every single day, stay consistent. And don't let anybody drag you back. And dealing with anybody that's just stuck in life is only going to drag us down. So we need to remain free. Let me wrap this up here with the Temperance reversed. All right, so we have the Emperor. Now, I love seeing him come out. He's been coming out lately a lot. But the good thing about him coming out this time around is that he's upright. So we are definitely maintaining our control here. We're definitely closing ourselves off. We're maintaining our authority. So if we say no, we mean it. And if somebody has a problem with it, we're not going to let ourselves feel guilty about our decision. If we're not dealing with mother and father anymore and we're doing our own thing, leaving the roost, things like that, that will work in our favor as well. And anybody that's just egotistical or, trying to blow up on us, we're putting them in their place, and then we're handling it logically. We're definitely going to get word about moving up within the company, or moving up in our career, finding better opportunities. I also see these things coming through, and you'll be able to go out and celebrate your successes, finding a better job, finding more long-term financial security and stability. This has come out for the third time. So we will have things manifest, and we will be able to have stability. So even if we're dealing with a stagnant period because of the retrograde right now, you can look forward to abundance within love, friendship, and work. Yeah, keep going, entrepreneurs. See, we're talking about manifestation. This just came out. 4 of Wands, Ace of Cups, right? And but wait, there's more. The Sun. Look at this. Somebody's definitely serious about wanting to start a real relationship with us. They want to start a family. Maybe they're talking about blending families, moving in together. You're going out, meeting a lot of kindred spirits where you're able to find real, genuine love, find real, genuine friendship and connections. Good fortune is coming our way. We're finding happiness. We're finding that verve once and for all. And just be wary of people that may try to take advantage of that, because we have a lot of good things coming to us. Our blessings are multiplying. Somebody may be expecting a child. You guys can find your forever home finally. And things, again, they're going to be delayed. You may feel a little bit stressed out right now, or feeling a little bit pressure to get, pressure to get things done. And maybe you feel like you're not going to be able to, withstand that pressure, but keep going. There are some things you may not feel like doing. Maybe you're feeling a little unmotivated. Get out and get that body moving. And then you'll be able to tap into this energy and manifest all of these beautiful things that are coming our way. Show me the 10 of Chalices reversed. And then we will wrap this up. So I have the 4 of Swords. See, a lot of good things will continue to manifest and develop. There's a lot of 4s, you guys, concerning your home, concerning your relationships, yourself, your life. Things are about to shift in such a major way that it's going to rock your world. And so far, I see major changes, life-changing opportunities. And the more we continue to rest, don't try to do too much too fast. Go inward for your answers. It's okay to be on your own. If anything, some of you guys prefer it. You enjoy your solitude. So enjoy it. Rest. After I get off here, you guys, I suggest everyone find some time to meditate and rest. Spiritual baths would be good. So, beautiful reading, you guys. Absolutely beautiful. Somebody's going to end up getting pulled over, you guys. Somebody's going to end up, somebody that wronged us or multiple people that wronged us, they're going to have a conversation about their legal troubles. Somebody's about to get fucked the hell up. So just keep focusing on success, you guys. That's the best revenge. Guys, 10 of Pentacles right here. Don't be pessimistic. Don't allow outside things to manipulate your peace. Don't allow other people to disrupt your peace. Maintain your optimism. Maintain your faith, because money is coming in. Stability, wealth, health, happiness, love, family, togetherness. This is what we have to look forward to, you guys. Amazing energies. Protect your peace at all costs. And on that note, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you just joining this stream who may have missed these messages, I will continue to be doing these every single day from now on with the collectives, right? And just stay tuned. I have a lot of helpful information that could help you guys deal with the awakening process, that could help you protect yourself against some of the, the black magic we've been talking about, cluster B personality disorder people, and all of that. We'll be talking more about that. But guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love. Wait, hold on. Okay, peace and love. Bye, guys.